I'm sorry. I'm sorry. How can you be
Oh, look at
moving?
that. Look at that. That's perfect.
That looks really weird. It's like
Look.
you're ice skating with a pig.
Look at
You just flew. How did you just fly?
I don't know. But I'll be right back.
Hello guys, welcome back to Kingdom. I'm King Happy, and today we're playing with our mob spawner. And we're going to play with our slime chunks, and play with turning off that slime spawner, and making this more efficient. So at the moment I'm just timed out half an hour. I went through this Nether, collected all the drops from the AFK stream, came back here, waited for half an hour, and that's about to be up now. And then we'll see roughly how many items we get per hour from that, just a rough guess. It's not a very good estimate because as there's so many slime chunks around, the longer you wait here AFK, the more slimes that spawn, and slimes don't despawn very quickly at all. So basically the whole mob cap gets taken up by slimes, and then nothing spawns in there. That's why I've really got to remove the slime chunks. I've been meaning to do it for a long time, but there you go. But this is designed for the AFK stream, that's why I wanted the AFK stream on it, because I run up and down the base and things, and if I move out of range of the slimes, they'll despawn, and they won't bother my trap anymore. And when I come nearer, things will start spawning in here again. So, that's the time up now for half an hour. So we're going to see how much we get beforehand, and then we're going to do some things today, and then see if that's actually going to improve the rates at all. And I'll probably do a longer test at the end, just to get a nicer picture, because I need to see if the slime rates have been decreased, because that really help it in the long term. Because if you're in AFK overnight, I only get about an hour's worth of stuff, because after that the slimes take over. But the iron golem farm keeps going. Okay, so that was half an hour. Stack and a half of gunpowder, stack and a half of iron, about a stack of everything else. So that's about 3 stacks of gunpowder an hour at the moment, which is pretty good. And you've got to play with the averages here. There's a lot of gunpowder here compared to the rest of it. You normally get around the same split, but there you go, it's only just down to luck. So we're going to guess that's 2-3 stacks an hour of gunpowder. We'll go for 1.5 to 3 stacks an hour. So, first thing is to, for me to actually do some boring stuff now, while I pause. Find out where all my slime chunks are. I know roughly where they are. And there is a zombie around here somewhere. I know roughly where they are, but I'm going to map them out, and then we're going to look at different ways of getting rid of them, and also we're going to look at a way of automatically turning this farm off, because at the moment I've just set it to an auto kill, so when they come through they just basically get killed straight as soon as they get here, but they're taking up that mob cap space the whole time they're going through, which is not ideal. And I probably want to clear up this area as well. It still looks pretty ugly. Now the light's good, but I want to put some water systems in here, and so that if the water's in the spawning spaces, then they won't spawn. And if you look on the F3, at the moment we're on y equals 40, and that pad is about y equals 35 or so. Just low enough so that slimes can spawn, because slimes can't spawn above 40. And then underneath that, I will show you, so I'll be back to show you in a sec. Okay, first of all we're underneath the slime pad that I'm using. These 2 chunks this way are slimes, and there's a whole load more around. In the whole 140 sort of radius square, makes sense to you, there's actually 36 slime chunks, and the link to the tool will be in the description. And it's weird because my seed for the multiplayer version of this is actually different now from the single player one, which is bizarre. So if I have to go back to a single player world and check that seed to be able to get the right chunks back. So that's weird. So I'm going to set off this TNT. I'm just aiming to clear out anything below 40. I could just half slab everything and leave it like that, but I'd rather blow it up. No, sometime I may actually use this place for something. And I've got water stream coming down there that actually goes into the waterway. It's just my way up, it was easier. So I'm going to set off this TNT. It's only half a stack, it's all I have. I've got tons and tons of gunpowder, but no sand, so I will make some more. And I don't know how much this will actually blow up. It's just randomly placed basically. A bit of it chain reacts. Only a little bit though. And also I want to do this while I'm clearing it all out is I need the resources, I need the cobble, I need everything else coming with it. Even the dirt, to be honest, I've actually run out of. Which is a desperate time in anyone's Minecraft life when they run out of dirt and cobble. Yeah, it's one of those things. That should go round maybe? Yeah, it's not an efficient way of using it, but far more fun. And there isn't actually much solid ground here, because I've been through it quite a lot and it's actually a abandoned mineshaft. So there's no point in actually digging out tunnels and things and all that. I just mapped around the edge of these two chunks. I think there's a slime chunk there. We're just at the corner of this one. So, clear up this mess. I don't know if there's any actually left there. I'll have a look in a minute. Anyway, I'll be back when I've got some more TNT probably, and cleared out these chunks maybe, or ready to set up to film explosions. I seem to have missed some of it. Maybe. Ha! Whoa! Yeah, there's lots of holes everywhere here. I want to go over there. Get down here's good. Let's just wait for that to explode a sec. That's okay. I'm not too worried about mob spawning at the moment because it's not going to be here very much longer, and I'm really within range for them not to really spawn very much. But if they do start spawning, they should spawn in quite a quantity. Yeah, we'll light some of this up actually. I think that was all the TNT that I put down from the half a stack. So, oh. I think there's some more around there. Around there. No, it must be the last one. Boom! Nice and pretty. See that line there is the edge of the boundary, although that chunk right there is also a slime chunk, so that's clever. So yeah, it doesn't really matter very much. It's not exactly a waste. But anyway, I'll be back with you when we've got a whole load of TNT to set up, I think. Okay, so we're going to make some TNT, and I'll tell you a bit about slimes. They're not like other mobs. With slimes, if they spawn in the normal 128 spaces near you, then they will not despawn. Slimes do not have a despawn timer at all. So it's not like you can take out a couple of chunks near you and the rest will then just despawn. Because on this, they will always be there. And that means you've got to take out every single slime chunk in the 128 radius, which is quite annoying actually. And also, if you're only swamp users, then they spawn. Let me check that one actually. For swamp worms, yep, they spawn between levels 51, 69, as long as the light level is below 8. So on there is actually a light level factor. On below 30 on specific chunks, then it's 100%. Doesn't matter what light it is at all. So you'll be aware of that. Like I think I've already said, the slime tool will be in the description. You just link it to your seed or to your file, and it will tell you what the seed is and where the slime chunks are. And I picked this area especially at the beginning, whoops, because it had a lot of slime chunks, and I thought, yay, I can build a slime farm with my new world. Yeah, a bit too many. Like I said, I think already as well, there's 36 odd slime chunks in that radius. Well, in the 140th radius. All these mob traps, you've got to give it a bit of leeway. Unless you're going to AFK in one spot, then that's okay. But I'll be moving around the base, and the whole point of this trap is that I'm not actually waiting here for things to spawn. I'm just doing things at the base, and they're just collecting. And by the way, there went an armoured one. Put a chicken farm down there, so they'll pop some chicken eggs through. I'm also going to do other things as well, things like cactus farms and you can do chicken farms and things like that, all automatic. So that'd be really cool to start doing on lots of places. I want to play around with the spawn as well, and there's some nice properties of that I really want to play with soon. I don't think I'll be covering that in this video maybe. If I have time I might. I don't have too much time today. So let's make up this TNT. quite a lot of stacks, and I haven't been through and collected the rest of the gunpowder that's been going through since I started today. So there could be a whole load there, but I'll probably collect it in a while. It's nice to collect loads and loads at once, and also just to check sort of lag factors, if any frame rate drops when I go through the Nether. I know some people do have some problems with that, so I will have a little look at that, and just make the last ones. And then we're ready to blow up a couple of chunks. And I won't do all the chunks today, obviously. I think I'm going to do those two and then work on some improvements inside the spawner itself. I've got a couple of ideas I'm going to try. They might not help at all, but you don't know until you do try. So what I love about this game, I'm not a person that munches through the code. I rather experience the game myself, and in all games that I play I'd rather you get a feel for the game, and no, it's more of a sort of like person interacting with rather than a computer. It sounds a bit weird, but it's how I like to play. Less boring. I could munch through the code. I have the expertise to do that. That's really not a hard thing to do, but it's not exactly like much of achievement. It's just like finding out the best way to do it straight away. It's not exactly progressive, no sense of accomplishment, and we're here to relax, not to chew out code. So, I'm going to set up some more TNT, and I'll be back with you then. Okay, so, let's see what 2 stacks of TNT looks like going off. And of course, it's not done hugely effectively, because it's a bit hard to do that on this. And if I can get up to the top, there should be a top layer. What layer are we at now? We're at 32, so there's some more above us. I'm hoping some of it falls downwards. Should be able to go in. 1.4 glitches everywhere. Okay, let's start these. Then we go behind us, I think. There's an Enderman there. Oh, there went the Enderman. Woo! Still going, still going. Oh, there's still tons more. I didn't link them up or anything. Let's see where the next bit is. And I'm going to have to go back and destroy the inside bits. Now, is there any closer? There's not there. Let's go get them. If I don't derp around. That's why ender pearls are awesome. And we'll go over there. There you are. This armor is nearly gone as well. Ooh, that landed back at us. I've got to save these boots. I don't want to lose them. I want to repair them. Okay, that's them. There's some more over here. Get you. No, not pickaxe you. There we are. And then we go down and get them. Unless one of those falls down and lights them up. Nope. I'm going to go down for you guys. Where should we start? I think we'll run. Is that all of them? Oh, here's Skelly. Hello. And you're not going to last very long. Well, that's a pretty good amount of it gone. Whoa, lag spike. That's a pretty good amount. I might put a bit more up there. That's most of it gone though. Alright, I'll be back in a bit. Okay, some more now. If I don't light myself on fire. That's a bit better. Not very much left now. And we go again. Whoops. Still going. Welcome back. I did lose that pair of boots. And to save on more TNT, I decided I'd dig out the rest. So I spent a few hours doing that and lighting it up. Use a lot of torches. Also noticed that my TNT that I had used had blown up a lot of the glass floor. So that's what we're going to fix now. And then after we've done this, we've got to disable this one here. Have on a trigger so I can turn this one on or off. I might do it with lava, might do it with water. Probably best to do it with water. I'll probably have to put signs. I don't know actually. Will it work if I put signs all the way across here and here, so that the water doesn't go into these streams here? I'm not sure. I could do a piston design, or just see if the water goes over the top and doesn't disturb them when it comes back again. So if the water streams revert back, I might try that. It might be easier. I'll just put a couple of dispensers or a couple of pistons in the middle. I'll try that. Anyway, we'll go through it and see what it looks like now. It's quite a sight. Is that safe-ish? Don't remember. Not really. Zombert. Yeah, the problem was, I did it all and I was like, maybe I should have been a bit more careful. Oh wow. Feather falling boots, my last pair. So I'm going to fill in all this now. There was a bit of a lava spill. So I'll be back when this is done, and then we will go and disable the other spawner. Yeah, Minecraft logic. Okay, we sorted out the slime spawner. I came back here, and I was coming around here because I came through another piece of the earth, basically, and this wasn't working. And what happened was, a skelly had died, and his drop had come on top of the tripwire, and because the tripwire was always pressed, it wasn't re-crushing the mobs. But as soon as it despawned, it killed them again, so I think this is perfectly safe still. And I walked along and it came into my inventory, and then they were crushed straight away. There wasn't even many of them there. But yeah, that's okay still. Means that at one point I may want to... Well, I can always remove the fall. I don't need the fall at all. I just wanted to see the mobs come up and down. I could have it so it will link up to a tripwire, and so when they go up, there'll be a space, and then on the bit where they go over, they'll just walk through the tripwire and it'll light up a lamp or something. Could be quite cool. Yeah, I could always sort of link up a light to this tripwire here and see if it stays off or not, because when it's held down it stays off. So if the lamp was off for a while, then I'd get worried. Might be something I'll look into sometime. But I'm going to show you what's happened to the slime farm. So I'm going to go over there now. Okay, so a few things have changed about the pad, and they're actually quite interesting. A couple of complications with it, which is a quite a nice little thing to have. Around the side I've put down signs everywhere. So there's a sign in the inside and there's two signs stacked outwards. So there's 3 slots there and they're all covered with signs. So when water goes at the top, then it sees it as a level ground. What happens with otherwise with water streams is the water goes to the quickest way down. So if I took out one of these signs here, then the stream would not spread out, it would just go directly to that point, and then it wouldn't cover anything. So what I've hooked up is 4 pistons with 4 bits of water. Try to make it look a little bit pretty, little nice bit there, but then I've had to get the power into it anyway. Got some glass in there. It still goes through the glass and over the half slab, so they're still spawn proof and nice and compact. So that's nice, and that leads into a switch in there. I could have taken it all the way around to the killer, but I like it nearer here. So other things about this, as I use grass, the grass does look nice. The problem is when you have it with water and you get to night time, it will die. If it all dies, then it won't regrow. So what I've done is lose 4 spawn spaces, which I'm not really bothered about a lot, and I put a piece of glass in each corner. So there's one in each corner there, and with a piece of grass underneath it. Now even if all of the grass on top of it dies, the grass will then re-spread from the one underneath the glass, and the one underneath the glass will never die. So that's quite a cool little thing there, which is very nice to have actually. And let's go back through here. I've got to block it up. I'm just going to leave it here for the moment so you can see it. Like so. I'm going to show you the switch and it's in action. And a little bit of playing around to make sure I got full streams to cover the whole thing. I don't want to do tons and tons of them. So here comes the water, and that spreads out evenly. And also because of I'm using the corners, it just so happens in this configuration the corner doesn't get water on. So also that piece of glass there, nothing can spawn on top of it. So it works out perfectly. So I'm very pleased with that. So I'm going to keep that off now, and I don't need to worry about this being on now. That's just the killer of the slimes. So there's a few less particles there. Not really much, but doesn't matter really. And also now the pistons are off, then there's less particles from the redstone. Still doesn't really matter at all, but nice little bit of peace of mind. So we're going to dump this in here, what I've been using, and we're going to go collect the items from the AFK stream. I do have some other things I'm going to do to the mob spawner. If they work out, I'll show you. If they don't, then I won't. And there is something I really want to do today, which I won't be doing any work on today, but I want to show you something if it still works, and we'll set up something which is very interesting actually. We're going to try and get on top of the Nether, legitly. Whoa, a bit lag spike there. So we take some fences, and I'll gear up and I'll meet you at the AFK stream. Okay, we're ready to go to the AFK stream now, and I've got some things on me to get to the top of the Nether. And there's a trick where if you ender pearl against a ladder, you can go upwards afterwards. So I've got some ender pearls on me. Oh, there is a bit of lag there. Let's get the FPS. 3 FPS. That's some quite substantial lag there. Not much memory you lost there though. So we go to this stream, see how much is here. Whoa! That's nice, nice lag. Yeah, I'm not picking up any of that. Oh, no, the lag's a bit better now. So we'll pick a chest and we'll just see how much we get. So let's just see. And in theory I have 5 minutes to pick that up. I had a couple of arrows on me. I'm not going to be that worried about that. I didn't time it or anything, so I don't have a clue. It's probably been 4 hours or something. More. Oh, there's lots, isn't there? Each time I pick them up though, the lag's getting better. Which has put in that one. The only one with eggs in is a bit of a clue. And the slime balls I think I just picked up from the stream. To be honest, it's not a huge price to pay. Oh, yeah, lag's fine now. Not a huge price to pay for all these items. Look at this. This is pretty nice. Now even I'll admit that. Oh, well, they've seen. And also with this, if I ever want to move mass items to the Nether easily, I can just dump them down that chicken hole and they'll all get to the Nether. Oh wow, look at this. Oh, I had a couple of people saying to me that they didn't believe my rates on my little tiny spawner. Well, it ain't too shabby, is it? Wow. Oh, I don't think there's too much gunpowder there, unless there's a heap here. Oh, that's the last of it. So we'll count how many sacks of gunpowder, because really that's all that really matters. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just 6. 6.5. Yeah, just 6.5. But how many got? How many iron? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Just over 25 stacks of iron. That's about what was that? Just under half a stack of iron blocks. That's quite nice. And there's a lot of eggs. I could definitely make that end egg farm now. Chicken farm. That's pretty nice. Nice little thing to come through with. Although if you did do all the farms as well, I think you may get a bit of a crash problem. My FPS is okay there. Oh, there's still stuff coming through. But no, it's not too bad. That lag was fine for a couple of minutes. I don't know how an older PC would have handled that. But anyway, we're going to pick a place to go up. Now, the thing with this is you want to build a portal up high and a portal down low. So, really, I'm going to work out where I want to do this. I'm going to find a one thick bit of bedrock at the top of the ceiling and then map out where I want to have the portal. I'll build a portal in the overworld up high. I'll connect them up and then afterwards I'll move the one in the overworld downwards to floor level. so then the up we can then connect to the down, and we'll see if we can get this working, if it still works in 1.4. So I'll be back when I got that set up. So just in case this does work, here we are for the upper portal on one side. I'm not going to go through it, that should be connected up now, so if I get through the bedrock and I make another portal in the right place in the nether, then it should go directly to that. Hopefully, in theory, we're behind the Sky Fortress and over here from the base, so it's a little bit far away compared to that. I think I'm just going to end up her back, and I'll see you back at the bedrock top. Okay, we're at the bedrock at the top of the nether. We're not that far away from the other portals, but near enough in the nether to be close, but far enough away in the real world. And that top one there should be the top of the nether, hopefully. And this trick you're meant to be able to ender pearl into the ladder and then climb up it. So we're going to give it a go. I haven't got that much on me. We're here. Oh yeah. And if you haven't guessed yet what we're going to build up here, we're going to build a zombie pigman farm, gold farm. Now, I'm going to work out what coordinates we're at, and I'm going to build the portal, and then we'll see if it links up or not. Okay, we should be the right location. I had to bring an ender chest with me, just in case everything went wrong. So, wish me luck. Please work. In theory, there's no reason why it shouldn't work, but... oh yeah! Does it go back? Does it go back? This better go back. No! Doesn't. Ah. That's strange. I guess it doesn't recognise it as a thing. Well, we know we can get back, so I'll get back to the top now. Okay, back at the bedrock. I think there are some ways of breaking bedrock through some glitches. I'm not sure if any of them work still. It may be worth conveniently breaking one or two at some point. But at the moment it seems 1.4.2 the glitch still works. You can get through the bedrock. So yeah, that works fine. So you could do it that way every time you want to come to the zombie pigman farm, because what the point is coming up here is that nothing can spawn because there's bedrock. Nothing can spawn on bedrock if you didn't know. It's weird that you have all these mushrooms up here. But you can get up, but you can go all the way up to normal build limit, which is awesome. So then there'll be nothing spawning here at all. Ghast can't spawn, zombie pigman can't spawn, nothing can spawn at all. So it's the perfect spawning ground for whatever I want, and basically zombie pigman is all you get up here. So weird. There's a design I liked, just basic pushing system, push them down, push them through a portal. I think that's what I want to build sometime. I just want to make sure I get a portal up here that I know works. I might look into the portal thing to see if there is something making it not redirect back to here. That's quite a weird thing to go that way. I guess it might be something in the code saying that it's not in the nether, which would be right, I guess. If you got stuck up here, you'd be stuck up here. Apart from you get back. I don't know. Anyway, let's pop back, and I'm going to do some more tests with the hostile mob spawner. This little bit of a break to make sure it was working still. Okay, I've been playing with a couple of bits with my setup, and then we'll just jam this on now. Nice little feature of the locking. My time has just gone on to the 31st of October. It's actually 16 minutes past midnight. So yes, there you are. Zombies and skellies should have little pumpkin hats. Yep, they are. There's some skellies of them. I hate the slimes. We need to make a proper test world without them on it. Now, should we see if we get any drops I don't know if these pumpkins are going to be natural drops or only ones that players can get from looting, as in killing themselves. Still got all these boots on me from some of the tests. I do a lot of testing on here, so I'm going to wait for some to die, and I'll see if we can actually get any pumpkins without killing them ourselves. Okay, managed to bug out the piston. They obviously came down too much. This is a unreasonable amount of mobs, though, I will be honest. So if I just grab one of that and put it back. There you are. So they're coming down, I don't know, they're just coming down a bit too fast maybe? A little bit too fast? So the thing I saw on my one was that it was a drop that was sitting on the drip wire. Although I don't think I'm going to get this sort of level of mobs. I've got nothing on me now. No drops as of yet. So it's going to be a player only killing drop, just like all the rare ones from the zombies and everything else for the iron. But the other thing I had as an idea was to do ice tracks, and even though mobs do jump in water, I thought that maybe if they're going in the right direction it would speed them up a bit. I did some tests and things, and it seemed that if they were deliberately facing the other way and walking that way, then they would move a little bit faster, although it wasn't really noticeable. So I don't think I'll bother with the ice, and at the moment I don't really think this one's needed either. Just a nice thing to know that it can be improved, for you guys. Now you don't have to do everything that I do exactly the same. Like I said before, I like things for looks, and having them pop up and down is quite a cool thing. Now I may submerge it so it's level with the floor and have the lights. I also want to hook up a night and day sensor in the base so that I can have some sort of indicator panel to tell me when it's night and day, so that I can know when to sleep. Because if I sleep when it's indicating, then obviously my mob trap will be more efficient. Because, well, I've got quite a lot of the surface lit up, but the stuff I haven't far outweighs the stuff I have, especially inside the mob trap. So I don't think I'll be doing the longer test today, as I've only cleared 2 slime chunks. Yep, I think I will do some more work with that. But I think it's the end of this episode. I only noticed that the time was getting quite long already. I've got some things planned for next time. Some things that I'm dreading to have to do, but it's going to be great fun to play with. So, that's the end of this episode, guys. Thank you very much for joining me, and I'll see you next time.